my point is, if you see that Instagram is giving you that ability to create something creative, should I say, definitely be using that. Are you currently using Instagram stories to grow more followers on Instagram, to engage with your existing audience, and overall to allow people to communicate with you through stories? So if no, then you're definitely missing out, and if yes, and you're here to learn some Instagram story hacks, then keep on watching. My name is Jelena Ostrovska from JelenaOstrovska.com, and welcome back to my channel, the best place for coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs who are trying to monetize their expertise online. And if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell sign down below this video to get notified whenever I publish new videos, which is every single week. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this. So over here, I'm going to be sharing all the screen inside of Instagram to showcase you how you can utilize different Instagram story hacks. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so the very first feature that I found that is fairly new is layout. So I've used it a couple of months ago with a friend of mine just for fun, but honestly I feel like it's something that you can use every now and then if you have a before and after picture, if you are showing some kind of step-by-step blueprint, if you're showing a little bit of behind the scenes, or if you're just like, dang, I really want to share a couple of pictures in one story. That's your option. So definitely check it out. There's different ways of layouts that you can use. There's 4 pictures, there's 2 pictures, 3 pictures, and so on and so forth. So my point is, if you see that Instagram is giving you that ability to create something creative, should I say, definitely be using that. And by the way, if you haven't seen, I have created a full playlist for Instagram tutorials and trainings that I constantly keep updating, so you can check it out right here. So be sure to head on over there after you watch this video, and I'm also attaching a link down below in the description box as well. So the next thing that you can use inside of your Instagram stories that is again fairly new, and as we know, Instagram is owned by Facebook, so which is why this feature is even available, which is on this day. Okay, so what this basically does is you can go back to kind of back in history and see what was it that you were sharing a year ago on this particular day inside of your stories. So every now and then, it's, for me personally, I feel like it's super good to kind of reflect where you've been and also share what has been going on, you know, last year or 2 years ago or 5 years ago if you've been posting on 5 years ago. Stories really didn't exist, but you get my point. So you can definitely go back to that, and that's just another way to spice up your stories, just to showcase people also kind of your journey, because a lot of the times we document our journey and what we're doing and what we're working on. So on this day, memories is a really good way to showcase your audience, hey, this is where I've been last year and this is where we're at today. So the third thing that I want to share with you that I actually just discovered recently, right before recording this video, which I never really seen. I've seen people use it. I've seen people create their own templates to where you just put together a little story template, and then you can ask a set of questions to get to know your audience and also for them to get to know you. And it could be something about your favorites, type of routine, meditation, and kind of like, you know, not really trivia question, but it's mostly, you basically put in like, you know, 3 to 5 questions, or sometimes it can be even 1 question, and you answer it, and then you make a blank template, and then you basically can even put your username and then let people screenshot it, and then they reshare it to their own stories, and they can also tag you. So that way, you know, not only you're growing your audience, but you're also letting other people promote you. So Instagram already has a couple of pre-made templates, which is not that many, but you can still use them. And also the other thing that you can do that I've been kind of playing around with, which I believe at this point it is available to everybody because it was not available in my country, in Europe, is the music feature. So every now and then, again, spice it up, add a little bit of fun, make sure that your stories are not boring, and use all the possible features that Instagram gives you all the freaking time to make sure that, you know, again, you're staying out of the boredom zone. All right, so hack number 4, something that I recently found that you are likely going to enjoy if you're one of those creative entrepreneurs and you don't like to have the limits that Instagram has. So over here, you can basically see that you can put in different fonts and change them up and, change the background color and all kinds of different things. But Instagram only gives you just a couple of fonts, right? So one of the Instagram story hacks that I found that you can utilize on your phone, both Android and iPhone, is you can go ahead into the App Store or Google Store and download an app called Fonts. And basically all you have to do is you have to go into your settings, you have to enable this in your keywords, and then it's going to give you a whole different set of different fonts. Some of them you have to pay for, some of them you can use for free, but basically you can go ahead and change the entire text and just type it in using, bold, italics text, and all kinds of different ways to kind of make your stories look a little bit different. Or if you have one of those fonts actually fit your brand, then your stories are even going to be on brand, which is another plus. So Instagram story hack number 5. This is one of those fun ones that I absolutely love using in a lot of my stories, just to, again, spice them up and, really make them more engaging and more fun, is you can use Instagram story stickers. Okay, and I found that there are different sticker groups that you can use, and I even did a search on Pinterest. If you just go ahead to Pinterest and type in Instagram story stickers, you can find a whole set of different groups. Like, there's all kinds of different names. I'm going to show some of the cool ones right here, and if you like any of the particular groups and you feel like they are a fit with your brand and with your business, or you just enjoy them for the way they look, then you can keep on using them, moving on just by typing the name of that sticker group. And last but definitely not least, Instagram story hack is number 6, is you can go ahead and use different Instagram filters. So whenever you record the stories, this is my recommendation for those of you who a lot of the times you record a set of talking head videos to where you're just sharing some tips, you're sharing your behind the scenes, you're telling people maybe like a little bit of a training, you're giving them some tips and strategies. So if that's the case, I always say you either need to add a bit of a caption so people actually listen to you or they see what it is that you're talking about, and also you don't just plain post a video of yourself talking, because that is not engaging, and you know that a lot of the times people watch stories with no sound. So that's one thing to keep in mind. And also the other thing to keep in mind is, when you are recording a set of talking head kind of videos and each of them is 15 seconds, it does tend to get boring. So in order for you to prevent that boredom, again, is you got to be using those filters. And there are hidden filters, which a lot of people actually do not know that they exist. So all you have to do is you basically scroll through all the filters all the way until the end, and then at the end, it is going to pull up all the possible features that people have created. All the other Instagram influencers and creators have created those filters, so you can go ahead and use them and save them into your sort of like collection, and just use them, and if they fit your brand, definitely keep on using them. So I hope you enjoyed this video with this Instagram growth hacks that will allow you to grow more followers on Instagram and really engage with your existing audience. And not only that, but also it allows you to kind of keep your stories more fun and make them stand out. And that's one of the reasons why people would actually remember you. And honestly, as I look back to the people that I follow myself on Instagram, most of them I remember just because of the kinds of stories that they create, and if they are captivating, then I'm going to be watching them over and over and over again. So in the next week's video, I'm going to be sharing my 30-minute-a-day Instagram growth plan that you can stick to as an entrepreneur, especially if you're super busy. So be sure to hit the bell sign down below this video to get notified once that video goes live, and also hit the subscribe button and like this video if you enjoyed this. So without any further ado, let me know if there's any questions that you would like me to answer. So drop it down below into the comment section, and I will see you in the next video.